Hi there, Prairie Plant Girl here. Thought it was time to give you a little update on the vegetable garden. So pop out here this morning and give you a look at what I've been doing and how things are growing. So the potatoes are growing like crazy over here, which is great. They've started to flower. So those there are the Norland. And I've got the carob. I love the flowers on these potatoes. So in the back there's the Pontiacs. I had a couple that were slow to come up, but I just think I had the grass mulch a little thick in that area, so it took them a little bit more time to find the heat and come up. Corn looks great. I spread out. I had a couple that were planted close together in the back, and after that hill we had there a while ago, I had a few empty spots, so I just carefully plucked those out and filled in the empty spaces, so they're looking pretty good. The beans, this spot along here is where they were planted, just coming up nicely when the hail came along, so these are pretty sparse over here, but I expected that and I've just left them there. They're coming up, but since I knew they'd been hit hard, I replanted another planting a little sooner than I normally would have over there, so it's looking great. And of course, I don't know if you can see the zinnias. They're filling out. I think I'll be having some flowers pretty soon. You can see a bud there. So I always like to have some zinnias or marigolds, something in the garden. And that is my pumpkins. So we should have a good crop of those. And again, some zinnias in front. And I have a zucchini squash over there. Those are seeds. I believe I used those seeds last year and they had that mottled leaf. I can't remember the variety, but they're supposed to have that on them, so it's just the variety. And then I had another zucchini over here, but it got hit by the hail and it just never really did recover, so I picked up a little snacking cucumber and popped it in its place here. The one zucchini plant will give me lots. And I've decided the mystery plant is definitely onions coming up. Not sure why there's so many in here, but definitely more onions volunteering their way through. And then I had added these tomatoes in. You might remember I did a quick video. So there's a yellow pear on your left and a black crim in the center, and the one on the right here is chocolate sprinkles. So the chocolate sprinkles, I noticed after I'd planted it looked like it had been topped, just been damaged in the garden center, so I don't really know, but I've heard that topping indeterminate varieties can make them stop producing flowers, so hopefully that's not true, but I haven't seen any yet, so still waiting. The black crim have a few little flowers coming on there, and the pear is definitely producing fruit, so hopefully we get some hot days here and get those coming. And the parsnips, I never did get any more than that one parsnip, so that was definitely old seed, and I've emptied that pack out, so I'll definitely be getting new stuff next year. Disappointing, I love parsnips, but I just never got it reseeded with fresh seeds, so I guess I'll have that one prize parsnip. And over here is the onions I planted, and I can't believe how well they came back after being just mashed from that hail. If you saw that hail video, you'll see they were just, it smelled like onions, and it just looked like someone had just came out here and chopped them all up. And this little cherry tomato, same thing. It was broken, smashed right down to the ground, and I really didn't think it was going to come back, but it looks beautiful. Has a little blossom on it there. And then these are my Manitoba tomatoes. Come back really nicely. This one here is laying on the ground a little bit, but that seems to be where most of the growth came back after the hail, so normally I wouldn't let them do that, but I'm letting this one do it. And if you peek through, I don't know if you can see, it has a little tomato on it. So I might have to, I'm going to get a support. I don't normally need to support this determinate varieties, but if I support it, maybe it'll get it up off the ground, just something little just to get it off the ground there. And this is my little tiny Tim, and it actually came out of the hail all right, and it's just a very small tomato, so it just doesn't grow very big. It looks great. It's loaded with flowers. And here's my Romas. So these all look really good, and they're starting to flower too. This one has quite a few flowers started on it. Same with one beside it. I finally got around to taking the extra protection off of these guys. So we're still getting down to around 10 to, I don't know, 12 Celsius most nights here. So a little cooler than tomatoes like, but that's what they get here. And they'll come through it all right. These are my peppers. So this little row at the end here is wonder peppers. And you'll notice I've left one cozy coat on one of each variety of pepper, just to, like I said, we're still getting down cold at night. Peppers don't like that at all, so I thought I'd do a little experiment and leave one in the cozy coat and the rest out, and just see if it makes a difference for their growth. Because everything you read in here says that they shouldn't get down below 15 degrees Celsius or they stall out, but so far I haven't seen a huge difference. This is my sweet banana pepper, and if you look, it's starting to bud, and even has a little pepper coming on there. Some more zinnias. So this is the banana that I have, banana pepper that I have in the cozy coat, and it might be a little bit larger than the other ones, but nothing drastic to write home about. And it also has a few little peppers trying to get started there. Down here I have my jalapenos. I think they're just starting to blossom. See little buds on them, but it looks like the beginning of flowers more than peppers. They're looking good though, and look, the one in the cozy coat is the smallest. So go figure on that one. And then I have my eggplants. And the Black Beauty eggplants are flowering like crazy. I don't know if you can see all the flowers down there. But down through the center there is all the, I think those are Black Beauty. Oh no, these ones are the Violetta ones. And these are the Black Beauty ones here. Yeah. So this is the Black Beauty here. And they're working on getting started here. These ones aren't as, the Black Beauty aren't as thorny as the Violetta. I don't know if you saw my planting video where I was doing the seed, and I said I didn't really care for these Violetta ones. They didn't produce as well, and didn't really care for them, and I remember now this is one of the things I didn't enjoy trying to get the fruit off of these because they are spiky. And right even on the blossoms, I don't know if you can see that. Very dangerous. Now these ones, the Black Beauty, have spikes on the blossoms, but much smaller. They're much less dangerous. Now this is my peas. They're looking pretty good. Just starting to blossom. Now again, they were set back. I would have expected blossoms a couple weeks ago, but hail did a number on them, and I guess that's part of gardening life, so they're coming back. They're looking pretty good. And I've tried pak choi for the first time, so that's what's growing in front here. I have some sort of little critter munching on them. I'm not sure what it is, but I nibbled a few leaves the other day and they taste good even with holes. And there's the celery. Nice ribs of celery in there, so I like to chop them off, put them in my salads, or just nibble on them. And then this is my bed of the cool season veggies, and I don't know, it has been a bit of a disappointment for me, and I don't know, partly just because we had some rain after, and I don't know if that moved some seeds around or if I mixed up packages when I was trying to do the video and plant, but not everything seems to be where it was supposed to be. So this right here is Swiss chard. Beside it is beets, and those are what they're supposed to be. Here's kale, which usually grows like crazy, and it's doing very little, and I think this is the second or third time I've replanted it. Just not doing well. And then there's random beets in there, and turnips. Turnips are coming along all right, except they have this Swiss chard and the random beets in the way. So I need to pull that out and put it in a salad or something. Then I've tried kohlrabi for the first time. And if you look, I'm pretty sure that's volunteer potatoes back there. And I always have some lilies pop up by the fence here. So we'll have some color in there later on. This is supposed to be spinach, and there is some spinach in here. It's bolting, but I would almost guarantee the rest of this is some Swiss chard. So again, not sure what happened with that. And there's the carrots with spinach in here that's bolting. But the carrots are looking pretty good. And I've gone through and thinned them out a couple of times, so fairly well spaced now. I'm happy with those. I decided to convert my riser sprinklers to drip this year. So if you have tips on what you may have seen over this video with the drip, give me a comment in the box below there, because I've never used drip before, and this is just a bit of an experiment, but these risers tend to just spray everywhere and the wind catches them, so I thought I'd give this a try with these raised beds, and hoping it works all right here. It seems to be doing the job so far, but that's what the garden's looking like so far. It's last day of June, and I'd say things are coming along pretty nicely as I would expect. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.